Here's Peter MacArthur.
Well, good morning and welcome into Delaware for Tuesday, April 21st. I'm Peter MacArthur. Thanks for joining us this morning. We start out this morning with some area doctors partnering to offer up COVID-19 tests for first responders. Very important element of all this, as we've come to know. And in this case, we are talking about Dr. Rahul Shah. He's a board-certified orthopedic spine and neck surgeon in South Jersey. Joining us live here to tell us more about this. Doctor, thanks for the time this morning. How did this initiative kind of come about?
Well, first of all, thanks for having us on, and thanks for really discussing such an important part of our process of taking care of folks that are on the front lines. We at Premier Orthopedics have had a long-standing relationship with the PBA as independent physicians, and we, in the southern part of the state, have been the second wave in New Jersey, if you want to call it. And so what we've done is partnered up with them to be able to deliver testing to not only the first responders and the police and the firemen and the EMT and all of their families to be able to get them into this very important testing.
So as a spine and neck surgeon, how do you kind of enter this picture, doctor?
Well, you know, most of the surgery that I do is primarily elective in nature. And as you know, with the COVID-19 outbreak, we've really stopped doing all elective surgery. So we've had the infrastructure to really be able to take care of patients because we have offices all the way from Cherry Hill all the way down to Cumberland County and into the Bridgeton area and all the way bordering up against Delaware. And so that infrastructure has just been repurposed to be able to really not only use our personnel, but to be able to do televisits, to be able to reach out to all the first responders and basically the whole southern half of the state of New Jersey to be able to get them the care that they need.
You know, it's interesting, doctor. I've been talking to all kinds of business people of late about how their practices, how their businesses have changed in this new landscape. You brought up something, telehealth and televisits. Talk about that and the role they're playing right now and might continue to play after this is over even.
You know, it's funny. When I used to take care of patients, we always needed to see them and touch them and really get a chance to know them face-to-face with them and their families. And now, because of the COVID-19 and all of the social distancing measures that are in place, it's very difficult for people to really move around. And so with telehealth, what we're able to do, and particularly at Premier Orthopedics, what we're able to do is really engage that person across the internet, really, and really bring them into and have the actual experience of being in the office, but within the comfort of their homes. So they really get a chance to get a full diagnosis, a full history, and we're able to really make decisions for them that are time critical so that they get the testing they need.
And so that the technology is there so that it can be an effective and an accurate visit.
Can I tell you, it is such an amazing technology now. All you have to do is take your smartphone, whatever you have, Android, iPhone, and all you have to do is click a button, and you can see me, I can see you, I can show you all of your testing if it's not related to COVID or if it's related to COVID, and you and I can have a very, very interactive and deep-felt discussion, this wasn't even possible even 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, interesting. In terms of the COVID-19 testing, let's just be clear, who is eligible for it?
Right now, we have a algorithm that we use of being able to talk to first responders and understanding their contact with folks, then understanding the symptoms that they have. We look at their overall constitutional symptoms if they have fevers or chills or cough, things of that nature, and then we risk stratify them to be able to see if they would qualify for the testing. Now, the process in which they go about it is they would contact their PBA or their internal human resources department, and then they have a special secure website that they go in and they log their information onto. And within 24 hours, we're able to set up the televisit, and within 48 hours, we're able to get the testing done, and within 72 hours, they have the results back.
Doctor,
all of that is done through televisit. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, in the past few weeks, us lay people out here have heard about, or it seems that the message has broadened about the importance of this testing. What does the testing tell the people that look at it on your end of things that make it so valuable?
Well, it tells us really if you have proof positive that you have COVID-19 exposure, because then we can then say, hey, listen, you have COVID-19 exposure. It looks like you're positive. Looks like we're going to need to make sure that you're self-quarantining a little bit more carefully. We have to make sure that those around you are also in the know. In that way, we can really contain the spread of this amazing virus.
Yeah. So just to clarify one other thing, you're in South Jersey. Are you focused on here or limited to emergency personnel in Jersey, or how are you doing that part of things?
So right now the initiative has been in South Jersey with the TBA and all first responders. We are gradually scaling this up. We're actively in talks with additional companies to be able to work with their employees if they have been exposed or have some concern of COVID-19 exposure and conversion. And we are gradually building this up. But this has been now in effect and running very smoothly, I might add, for about the last 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Before I let you go, just let me ask you this. Has this been a massive learning curve for you as a medical professional? I mean, how would you characterize your experience in this landscape?
I got to tell you, it is crazy. I used to be able to go and shake somebody's hand and not have to wear a mask to see them. Yeah. And now the world is a different place. But I got to tell you, one thing has not changed, and that is taking exceptional care of people. People that have pain, people that are worried, people that are sick. We're able to take care of them in a way that we've never been able to. And what a fascinating time to be able to do this.
Do you see televisits and telehealth as not only here to stay, but do you see them expanding almost as a result of their role in this virus?
Yeah, this is just me thinking off the cuff.
Sure.
But what I was thinking about was me being able to now have family members from all over the country to be part of a visit whenever I see somebody in person, because I can bring in people from different areas. And what a great convenience for people when they have to make important decisions and they feel like they don't have anybody there. Now they can bring in whoever they want to. Now, I think it's going to be a real game changer going forward, depending on how this all works out.
Dr. Rahul Shah is a board-certified orthopedic spine and neck surgeon with a number of practices in South Jersey. And, Doctor, thanks for the time this morning. Best of luck with the testing as well.
Yes, thank you, and be well.